what's up, everybody? Welcome to HeadKick Audio episode number 63. In the intro, depending on where you are at, if you're listening, you're hearing Cutthroat Gorgeous. If you are watching, of course, you are hearing the guys in By the Gods. And my dudes are always in the outro. It's always By the Gods in the outro. Alright, so on today's show, we are going to be, it's going to be a quick one, okay? Me and my wife and the kiddo, we got, some shit we got to get taken care of today. Got some Halloween decorations, some uploading to do. So please, 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 just enjoy this short version of the show, okay? Because I'm going to. Now, as you can see, peep the threads. We got Adrian Yanez right here. This has got to be my favorite fucking fight shirt of all time. Now, I don't know if y'all can see the detail. Let me look at that shit. Look at that shit. Oh, man. That's so fucking cool. That's it. That was his win. This is how he secured the contract. Okay? How he got his win on Dana White's Contender Series. And then, of course, he's going to be making his UFC debut here very shortly against Aaron Phillips, a HeadKick guy. Not HeadKick Audio. But anyway, so we won't get into that. But I'll put his social media link right there, and we'll go on ahead and just continue with the show. Now, of course, peep the sponsors right here, HeadKick or HKA USA, right? I got them right here, of course. My mug is dirty, so I'm just rocking the old blue. But I gotta have my coffee, right? And I abuse that mug, Jesus. Okay, and of course the puffies just came in today, so thank you Christine, Nick, and Zach, everybody over at HKA USA. Great sponsor. Use my promo code HKA Audio to get 10% off your order. Or just hit me up and we'll get it rolling. But we got boxing gloves, puffies, MMA gloves, sticks, paddles, I mean you name it, combat sports gear, we got it. Okay, so like I said, we got Titan 64, Bellator Europe, and UFC 253 to get through, and we have very limited time to do it. So I did catch Titan, so we'll talk a little bit about that. I didn't catch Europe, the Bellator card, so we'll just go over results, and then of course UFC 253. I fucking watched that shit. So we'll get into Adesanya and everything that happened on that card. But for Titan FC 64, there was it was headlined by a heavyweight title fight between Syed Salma and Bobby Brents. Okay, so we're going to start from the bottom to the top. Adrian Garcia defeated Jonathan Calderon via split decision. Danny Collazo defeated Christopher Levant via rear naked choke in the very first round. Kudos to him. Roy Berth, these names are going to kill me. Echeverria defeated Philip Keller via TKO in round number 1, a minute and 30 in. Evelyn Martins defeated Serena de Jesus, the Southpaw Outlaw, I believe is her nickname. And she trains with Joanna Calderwood, Roxanne Modafferi, so she trains with some killers, and she looked really good. Okay, and she also does a lot of work with, she's on the spectrum of autism, so she does a lot of work with, the police and how to deal with that sort of thing. So pretty freaking cool, and this was a really close fight. Unanimous decision, 30-29s. Times 2 and a 29-28 there, but dude, it was a really, really, really close fight. And it was fun. It was very fun to watch. Serena de Jesus has got a gas tank and she's tough as hell. But Evelyn Martins, she gets the win there, literally making her pro debut just hours after she turned 18. So, pretty cool. And then in your co-main event of sorts, you had Delano Taylor defeat Michael Lilly via rear naked choke a minute and a half into the first round, okay? Now let's talk about this title fight. Syed Salma and Bobby Brent. Syed Salma 5-1 coming into this fight. He lost his pro debut and then went on a 5-fight tear. And then Bobby Brent's always tough. Always tough. Now this fight was a tale of the leg kicks. That's pretty much how this fight went down. The leg kicks were early and often from Salma, And he just beat up that lead leg of Brent's, and then was able to get the TKO finish. I think like in the the beginning of the third, I believe. Anyways, he claims the heavyweight title, and he trains with a lot of killers, JDS and yada yada. They were talking about it on the broadcast there. And Charles Rosa was one of your cage side commentators, and I was really enjoying that. So I've reached out to him. I'm gonna try to get him on the show, just because I was really enjoying his commentary. I think he did really good. And I was really enjoying, his technical breakdown of everything that was happening in the cage. It was very nice to see him. So, and speaking of interviews, right? Because I've had a lot of shit going on. Unfortunately, my internets have been fucking just so shitty. So, I recently just put up Brandon Akio. He recently competed for Bellator. Not really sure what's going on with the contract there, but hopefully something big is on the horizon for that kid. Really fun interview, and I believe a drop to bantamweight is in his future. He had his first professional loss to Taiwan Claxton at Bellator, so really excited to see that kid's future at 35 because he's a beast at 45. I'm gonna have Christian Natividad drop today. Okay, that's LFA bantamweight, I believe. Anyway, he competed at LFA with his brother on the same card, and they both got knockout victories. And I wrote a piece on him. You can go to forthestrap.com. That's my boy Steve KMMA. That's his site. You can go check out that article. It's the first and only one I've written so far. Unfortunately, for me, like I have to feel something to write about it, and I just haven't felt that. So anyway, I'll put the website right here so that way you guys can check that out. And of course, I've got Tara, the Tiny Tara Graf. She's going to be on the show. I got Sean Teed. Okay, so she fights for Bellator. Sean Teed is a CFFC heavyweight champ, and he's got big things on the horizon. Trust me when I tell you this, big things are coming from that cat. I'm really excited for the things that he told me outside of the interview that I know and I can't share with you, but just trust me, it's very big, and I'm very excited for this guy. One of the fucking nicest guys you could ever fucking talk to. Okay, I really enjoyed that interview, and it was extended, of course. I was just having way too much fun. And then let's see who else we got. There's one more. There is one more. Nope. But I will have a kickboxer on the show next week, Drew Gigax. So he's going to get a shout. And then, of course, I got a couple more interviews that I'm working on. But so far, that is the only one that's confirmed. I know I'm working on a few more, but we're just not there yet. And I will tell you that one of my favorites of all time, she's coming up here very soon. So that's what I got as far as interviews. So just stay tuned to my social media. If we interact or whatever, just ask me questions, whatever, and I'll let you guys know. And if you guys ever have a fighter that you guys want me to have on, I really do. I prefer the up-and-coming guys. You know what I mean? I've interviewed guys like Pat Miletich and, Drew Dober, you know what I mean, when I first started the show, but I really found that I liked not that there's anything wrong with those types of interviews, they're great. Fucking Pat Miletich is a legend of the sport. And Drew Dober's on the way to making, a lot of noise at 55. So it's not that I don't enjoy doing those high-profile interviews, but I really do enjoy, like, these up-and-comers. You know what I mean? Getting their story out there and just, shooting the shit with them. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't get big brothered by them, so, you know what I mean? That's always nice. Bellator Europe 8, Castillo Van Steenis versus Fabian Edwards. We'll go on and start with the prelims, and we're just going to go ahead and go through it real quick. Danny Nealon defeated Claire Lopez via submission, rear naked choke in round 2. Chiara Penko defeated Alexandra Tonchevo via TKO in round number 2. Richie Smolin. Now this guy competed on The Ultimate Fighter, and I remember him very well. I believe he trains with McGregor and the boys. He got a win over Harry Hardwick via unanimous decision, 29-28 across the board. So, really stoked for him. Franz Mambo defeated Corey Tate via unanimous decision. Luke Trainer defeated Alex O'Toole via TKO in round number 1. Aiden Lee defeated Jeremy Petley via knockout with a knee, pink, right? In round number 2. Danielle Scatiti defeated Kevin Hughes, or maybe that's Daniel, via guillotine in round number 1. Alfie Davis defeated Akon. I'm gonna skip that one because I can't pronounce that. Ion Pascal defeated Stefano Paterno via unanimous decision. George Hardwick defeated Nicolo Soli via unanimous decision, 30-27s across the board. And that'll take care of your prelims here. Now, I know I'm going through this, and that's just because I didn't watch it. Will Fleury defeated Kent Kaupinem via UD. Mike Shipman defeated Pietro Panini via UD. And Costello Venstinis got the split decision win over Fabian Edwards in the main event. So that is your Bellator card there. Unfortunately, again, I just didn't catch it, so we'll just run through it. Now, there's only a very few select fights that I really want to talk about on the UFC 253 fight card. Okay, it was a fun card, but there's really only a few storylines to me that stick out. So we'll run through, the results, and I'll stop when I want to talk about something. Okay, Danilo Marquez defeated Haris Ibrahimov via unanimous decision in the preliminary opener, and given the fact that the guy hadn't fought in 2 years, was making his UFC debut against a guy who there was a lot of hype around, when he first signed to the UFC, I'll cut the guy a little slack. You know what I mean? Making your debut during a pandemic where there's no crowd, you haven't fought in 2 years, and you're fighting what's supposed to be a killer. Yeah, you get a pass for a boring fight. His path to victory was definitely the takedowns and top control. Juan Espino defeated Jeff Hughes via submission. It's listed here on this site that I use for my results as a arm triangle choke, and it was really more of a scarf hold. And that shit was dope. Now, Juan Espino, I tweeted, I learned from, here, let me see if I can find it real quick. From a guy who I actually started following because this was just a fucking awesome little tidbit of information here. Let me see if I can find it, because I gotta go pretty far because this happened on Saturday, right? But yeah, and it was International Podcast Day yesterday, so I got a lot of fucking notifications that I gotta go through there. Let me see. Okay, his name is Jesse Brown. It's at JB the Fight God. Okay, and he posted this thing about Juan Espino. Let me see if I can find it here. This guy, he likes, little unknown facts. Oh, and he shared this fucking video where this guy's just fucking, riding this fucking, what looks like a skateboard, drinking some pomegranate juice. Here we go. Juan Espino is definitely the most interesting fighter on the prelims. Besides being 9-1 in MMA, I believe he's 10-1. He's a former champion in Canarian wrestling and 7-0 in Senegalese lamb wrestling. This guy you'd have to fight in the first round of Bloodsport Kumite. Now, the video here. Oh shit! I have my fucking volume like way the fuck up. So you'll see. Let me see if I can turn it here. Yeah, I can. I totally can. So here, let me just play the video for you real quick. I don't even know if you're going to be able to fucking see it. But Juan Espino, he's the big guy in the green, right? Look at that shit. I saw this and I was just like, holy shit, that's cool. And my wife really likes Juan Espino. He won the Ultimate Fighter, I think like 24, and hasn't really fought since. He got the win over Justin Frazier. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, so maybe I'll try to get his fucking shit right here too. I don't know. We'll see. Editing is fucking, time consuming. Anyways, so that kicks off your early prelims. William Knight defeated Alexa Kamer via unanimous decision, showing that he can go the distance and prove that he's very durable. Ludovic Klein defeated Shane Young via head kick. Oh, we love the head kicks. It was head kick and punches in the very first round, defeating Shane Young, one of the City Kickboxing boys. Now, I believe this guy missed weight, and I'm not sure if it was a short notice fight or not, but, I guess with that kind of finish, that'll be overlooked. and we'll just see next time out if he has any problems with weight. Jake Matthews defeated Diego Sanchez via unanimous decision, 30-26 across the board. Not really too surprised with the results. The one thing I was surprised with was, and somebody posted on social media that Diego Sanchez was the Wish version of Gamebred. If you go back and watch the very beginning of the fight, he's doing the whole fucking hands behind the back thing, you know, and then he runs up and tries to do the flying knee. Nothing to it. But anyway, Diego needs to get a real corner if he's going to continue fighting. He looked awful. He looked very awful. He looked very soft. Looked out of shape, but the cardio was there. So I don't know what his fucking head coach, that weird motherfucker's doing, but he's really like, the legacy of Diego Sanchez is really being hurt by this fucking guy, and unfortunately Diego Sanchez just can't see it. He can't see it. So that's all I'll say about that. Brad Riddell defeated Alex De Silva via unanimous decision. A couple 29-28s and a 30-27. That was a very fun fight, and that was your segue into the main card. Hakeem Dawodu defeated Zubaira Tukhugov via split decision. Now, the first round was really back and forth. The second round, Hakeem started to take over, and then in the third, he was really just chasing Tukhugov around the octagon for like the whole fucking round. So I'm really, really glad that Dawodu got the win. But how you could arrive to a split decision, because I really feel the first round was probably Tukhugov, and then the second round was definitely Hakeem, but with the other guy running, how do you not give that round to Hakeem? So, very, like, the judging on that fight was horrible. I had Hakeem definitely 29-28. Let me got some shit in my eyes over here, sorry. Anyway, Caitlin Vieira defeated Sijara Eubanks via unanimous decision. This was her comeback fight after getting knocked the fuck out by Irene Aldana. So, she looked tough. Sijara Eubanks making a quick turnaround, and unfortunately, you know, things just didn't go her way. She was really undersized. You could tell. Vieira could probably fight at featherweight if she really wanted to. Which, why wouldn't you? See, this is what I don't understand. Okay, real quick. I know I said this was going to be a short episode, and I think I'm already fucking lying to you, because we're almost 20 minutes in. But look, you're in the bantamweight division, right? So you're chasing Amanda Nunes. But if you fight at featherweight, you're also chasing Amanda Nunes. The quickest path to that title would be fuck the weight cut and just move to featherweight. You're going to have to fight her either way, because she's going to be holding this title for as long as she fucking wants. So I just don't understand. If that's me and I'm a UFC women's bantamweight, I'm saying fuck the cut. Fuck it. Just fuck that shit. And I'm just going up to fucking featherweight and saying, hey, ain't nobody else in this division. Amanda, I'm calling you out. And boom, guess what? You could be 4 fights away at bantamweight or 1 fight away, if not just right to the title at featherweight. I don't understand it. Anyway, Brandon Royval, Raw Dog, the real Raw Dog. Okay, he definitely got fight of the night. This was an exciting fight. Hopefully, you know, he got some, bonus locker room, some locker room bonuses for this fight. He gets dropped by Kai France, gets back to his feet, falls back to a knee, and when he does that, he does a spinning back elbow that lands, fucking boom, Kai France is fucking, ooh. And then fucking Royval ends up getting it down to the ground in the second round, less than a minute in, securing the guillotine choke there. That fight was, for as short as it was literally 6 minutes long. Less than 6 minutes long. Okay? That was a fucking crazy fight. And this is why I love the flyweights, man. I love the flyweights. Okay? I mean, I love the flyweights for many other reasons. This isn't the only fucking reason, but you know what I'm saying. So, Raw Dog, look, I've had him on the show. He's a great fucking dude. Great fucking guy. He was a little bit too hard on himself after this performance, I feel. And, you know what I mean? Be careful, Royval. You keep fucking doing this shit, you're gonna end up in a fucking title fight. God damn it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying keep doing what you're doing, but just, you can't critique your performance after, some shit like that. You really can't. he definitely gave the fans what they wanted to see. And then he's on social media with fucking Minotauro and just fanboying out. He's a real one, okay? Jan Blachowicz versus Dominic Reyes for the vacant light heavyweight title. This was, in Reyes' mind, this was just his first title defense, right? Because he was the quote-unquote uncrowned king of the light heavyweight division, you know, thinking that the scorecards on him versus Bones should have gone his way. And I'll give him, it was a close fight, but at the end of the day, you know, John Jones' hand was raised and not yours. Jones moves to heavyweight, vacant title fight here. Jan Blachowicz with the Polish power. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's all I gotta say. Now, I picked it here. Okay, I picked it here. And this is probably one of my favorite picks because Dominic Reyes on the regional scene, I really enjoyed him. The title fight with John Jones, and it wasn't really like, I didn't have a problem. It was the aftermath, right? Just the way he acted after, you know, the scorecards didn't go his way. And look, a lot of people feel that he won the fight. And a lot of people feel that Bones won the fight. Okay? But just, that wasn't the way for me. That wasn't the way, and it kind of turned me off a little bit. So, and it doesn't matter. I was Jan Blachowicz all the way. I really like this guy. I like listening to him talk. I think he's a riot. And he really does have power. And his game plan was fucking perfect. Did you see fucking Reyes' body? Dude, he was beating it up. Anyway, Jan Blachowicz, round number 2. You know, there was only 30 seconds left in the round, and he gets the finish. Probably broke the dude's nose. I'm pretty sure that shit was fucking Arlovski'd off to the side of his face. But that shit was dope. Calls out John Jones, calls out Cormier, you know, says, if not, you know, Thiago's there if he beats Teixeira. Love it. Love the new light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz. And then Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa, 2 undefeated middleweights. This was for Israel Adesanya's belt in the UFC's middleweight division. And it didn't go the way that anybody expected to. It was basically the rematch between Adesanya and Yomeo. It just wasn't very good. Paulo Costa didn't do shit. I think he landed like 2 strikes through the whole fight. Very strange. Standing on the outside, letting Israel pick him apart with leg kicks. Not fighting like he's ever fought before, which is very strange. And then, of course, the infamous, you know, fucking pink, you know, Wednesday hump day action there right after the finish when the referee pulls him off. This whole thing is just like one big, like, huh? You know what I mean? I don't get it at all. And of course, Costa wants an immediate rematch after he saw, you know, the tape on Israel Adesanya giving him a boink in the back, calling it disgusting. And just at the same time, I mean, you talk shit for months with this guy, for years, actually, really. So, deserved, probably, would I have done it? I'd have done worse. Not saying like, you know, along the humping side, but my post-fight celebration, people would have hated me. Because if I beat you after you talk all this shit about me, then the celebrations are going to be awful. They're going to be awful for you. But anyway, really there wasn't much to this fight. Adesanya picks him apart on the outside, lands a devastating cross to the temple, puts Costa down, mounts him, ends up getting the TKO finish right there at just below 4 minutes of the second round. It wasn't the fight I was expecting. So we'll see what happens next. Jared Cannonier seems like the right opponent for Israel Adesanya should he get through. I think he's lined up with Bobby Knuckles. So, I don't know. I think Cannonier is very underrated, and there's been a lot of people, you know, saying, hey, he should be next. A lot of people think that he could take out Adesanya. So it'll be interesting. Let's see what happens with Bobby Knuckles. But look, really, that's all we got. Like I said, I got a lot of interviews coming. I'm going to drop them shortly. Check out the sponsor at HK_USA for Twitter. And I think it's a _ for Instagram. Like I said, all your combat sports needs, we got you covered. Just hit us up. And then, you know, shout out to Adrian Yanez. Shout out to, I'm gonna fucking fuck this shit up, so let me just do. Shout out to Jesse Brown, okay? Steve K, like I said, go check out that article on forthestrap.com. And yeah, until next time.